Alright guys, I'm back again. So I'm not gonna lie, I just recorded a video, but my PC audio was not on. Hey, you think I'm trolling? I'm not trolling. I actually, look, I'll show you right now. I just recorded a video. This video right here. I just video like look, I'm talking. You can't hear no audio from the video, which was a really good video, by the way. It was really good video, but it's gone forever now, so it is what it is. But today we're gonna be reacting to another video that should be good. Hang on, let me look at it. Let me pull it up. How Akira created the most iconic cyberpunk city by this person, bro. So I'm gonna put everything in link in description. And without further ado, I'm not gonna take any more of you people's time because I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of 8:55 and I kind of want to play the game. Yes, I'm a gamer through and through. That was kind of cringe, but still, it's true. I'm a gamer through and through, so I want to play the game. I want to react to this, and I kind of want to see how they made this. How they made it.
One of the most iconic anime ever created is Akira.
You know what, bro? Hold up. I'm paranoid now because there's no way I just reacted to a whole video and the PC audio was out. Okay, I'm good. I'm good now. Should be good now. Let's go.
The mysterious explosion in Tokyo, and it leads to this era of aggressive rebuilding. And the birth of an artificial ever created is Akira. Everything starts with a mysterious explosion in Tokyo, and it leads to this.
Is it when America atomic bombed them? Still kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Era of
they dropped 2. They ain't dropped 1. They dropped 2. Like what the hell?
Aggressive rebuilding and the birth of an artificial city in the middle of Tokyo Bay, Neo Tokyo, which would be right about there. It's a story about a lost generation and about human experimentation and civic chaos, and it's about the struggle for identity in a technologically and politically turbulent society. But it's not just the story, but this fantastical cityscape that's both synthetic and organic, both grand yet intimate, sinister yet nostalgic, that has etched Akira into our collective memory. I want to talk about the origin of Neo Tokyo.
That's just so beautiful.
The story of 3
you see that background? Go back.
I want to talk about
this background. It's beautiful, bro. Are you serious? So cool.
But the origin of Neo Tokyo and the story of 3 different people
separated
by time and space, whose visions somehow led to the creation of this incredible world.
Oh yeah, let me see.
A portion of this video is sponsored by LG. The creator
LG,
of Katsuhiro Otomo, was born in Tohoku, which is a remote, scenic region in the northeast of Japan. But in the 70s, after high school, he moved to Tokyo.
Tokyo. I cannot wait to go to Tokyo. I may or may not go. I want to go a time with my friends, and I kind of want to go like a time by myself a little bit. I kind of do, cause like. I don't know. I feel like I would enjoy it more by myself, which is kind of crazy to say considering, you know, friends can make it fun and shit. But it's like, I feel like me like walking around and like really like looking at the city and everything else is like, it would be like perfect, bro. And I'm not going to be a loud ass YouTuber. Fuck I look like. Fuck I look like, bro. I'm going to be a respectable man, bro. I'm going to be looking around, be going to the stores and shit. Come on, bro. Like I want to go to Tokyo. Very bad. Very, very bad. I cannot wait.
Being in a different era. For the first time, he saw things like student demonstrations and gangs and homelessness. And he was particularly fascinated by one subculture, the Bozozoku, youth biker gangs known for being loud and wild and driving recklessly on their custom bikes.
Oh, wow.
Which is kind of surprising coming from one of the politest cultures.
That is so shocking.
It's actually a symptom of a society that evolved too fast.
It goes like this.
After World War II, Japan experienced industrialization and urbanization at an insane speed, especially in places like Tokyo and Osaka. This led to what's known as the Japanese economic miracle, and it made Japan one of the fastest growing economies in the world.
I want to go on a bullet train.
There was a growing middle class, but there was also lots of people who felt left behind. And Bosozoku gave these people, especially the youth, a sense of identity and community. with their own rituals and rules, and even uniforms.
That's raw.
The streetscape transformed as well. Commercial clusters called yokocho started to pop up around train stations, where you can find the tiniest micro bars and restaurants. Or the vertical versions of these, called the zakyo, with signage all over the facade to try to lure you from the street. As more of these
Tokyo is so fucking cool, bro. They light years ahead of America.
And all of this is
light
what
years
Otomo
ahead.
tried to capture in Akira. This is where Neo Tokyo would have been. Of course, it doesn't exist in real life, but they did come pretty close to building something very similar.
They did.
There were two main industrial zones that were instrumental to this post-war
Tokyo Bay.
economic boom, and people flocked to these areas from all over Japan. But the population growth wasn't really properly planned or controlled, so it was seriously overcrowded, and there was a serious lack of infrastructure or essential services.
Damn.
Several proposals tried to tackle this problem, including plans for filling up almost 70% of Tokyo Bay.
Damn. That would have been crazy.
Got the most attention. It was a concept for a floating island with these mega spines that spanned across Tokyo Bay, with adaptable residential modules that could be added or sunk. And it followed the principles of a new architectural movement called metabolism.
That would have been crazy. Oh.
This is the very first and one of the very few built examples of the metabolist movement, a movement that believed that buildings and cities are like living organisms, and it should adapt and grow based on the needs of the population.
Bro, why is Tokyo so fucking cool, bro? I'm not gonna lie. They like everything about, not everything. Let's not say everything. Well, a lot of things about it, it makes it so cool, and like it makes you want to like really like learn about it and learn about its culture and everything, bro. That's what I really like about it, bro. Like it's so cool.
The movement never really took off at the building scale or at the city scale. And they never ended up adopting any of these proposals. Instead, they opted to intensify land use within existing urban areas. They developed new satellite cities and towns, and they expanded into Tokyo Bay. And they also improved transportation to better connect these areas, eventually turning it into one of the most efficient and beautiful transportation networks in the world.
Oh yeah, bro. I'm trying to bro, I shit you not, bro. I would love to like live in Tokyo just to have just so I can go on a train like that, bro. Cause like I already know it is really good. Like their transportation is really good, bro.
Adopt this idea of this
you can just walk everywhere
for Neo Tokyo, and in
they're probably
idea,
even more.
It creates
if anything, they're probably even more healthy, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Physical and symbolic division between the old and the new, and this radical concept was by an architect called Kenzo Tange. Kenzo Tange is arguably one of the most influential Japanese architects. He received the Pritzker Prize in 1987, which is like the equivalent of a Nobel Prize in architecture. Tange was born in Osaka in 1913. Then he moved to Hiroshima in high school in 1930, where he came across this drawing. A drawing by the Swiss architect Le Corbusier, who is considered to be the father of modernism. Modernism was a rejection of the past and all of these historical styles that came before it that they considered to be stuffy and inauthentic.
Is this okay to be on my channel, bro? I don't think I'm that type of channel, but hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I clicked on it because it looked interesting, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm very interested. Very interesting. I ain't gonna lie, I'll be seeing this anime. I cannot lie. Maybe I should watch it. Cause I have been seeing this anime, like every now and again. I've like always like pass by it. I'm like, oh, it looks cool, but we'll see, bro. Maybe I will.
It was this vision for a new democratic architecture that reflected the spirit of the industrial age by removing ornamentation and focusing on the function over form. Although this is how most architecture trained now, back then, this was pretty radical, especially in Japan, that pretty much had an unbroken tradition of architecture, which developed isolated from the Western world over thousands of years.
That's cool.
Anyways, it was this that made Kenzo Tange want to become an architect. Later in his life, Tange would work at the office of Maekawa, who actually worked for Corbusier, and designed buildings that almost remind me of this perfect mid-journey blend of modernism and traditional Japanese architecture. So Tange learned from him, but he was even more radical. since he was propelled by this post-war energy of needing to build quickly and efficiently, while also having this desire to start fresh.
He shocked everyone by designing buildings like this.
And this.
This is a great video, by the way. Nicely edited, nice cuts, and like showing you how the buildings look and everything. Like, oh my god, this is a cool ass video.
During a time when buildings looked like this.
First, Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building, which is one of the major landmarks of Tokyo.
Apparently, he took inspiration from Gothic cathedrals, but also from computer chips. And for the unfinished Olympic Stadium in Akira, that's where everything ends, the Yoyogi National Gymnasium served as the inspiration. In this case, not so much for the design, but for the symbolism. The Yoyogi Gymnasium was built in 1964 for the Tokyo Olympics.
That's the year my dad was born.
A huge deal at the time. It was a very first Asian country to host the Olympics, and it was just 19 years after the war. And so the Olympics really helped propel Japan into this period of high growth.
Right.
In Akira, the bomb hits Tokyo in 1988, and roughly 31 years later, in 2019, they're selected to host the Olympics. But it actually happened in real life, remember?
Yeah.
Before COVID, Tokyo was supposed to host the 2020 Olympics. Anyways, in both the real building and the manga, the stadium symbolizes Japan's revival and entry onto the world stage.
The stadium was also first of its kind. Because Tange didn't want any columns between the athletes and the spectators, he created a suspended roof.
Oh, wow.
And suspending a roof over such a large distance, although it had been done for bridges before, it never been done for buildings. It was inspired by the Phillips Pavilion by Le Corbusier, except it was about 10
That
times in
is
size.
humongous.
And it evokes certain traditional Japanese qualities.
That's so cool.
And it kind of reminds you of a Japanese pagoda. And standing here, this thing is impressive with these sweeping curves.
Oh, nah.
I can imagine how it could have inspired Otomo, especially for that time.
He looked at it, he was looking at it, I was like, oh yeah, that shit hard. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do something like that. Let me write some ideas, bro. Oh yeah, nah, I'm cooking. like he nigga was cooking. I ain't gonna lie.
In Tokyo, it was full of colors. Colors that were incredibly vibrant, especially when you put it on my LG MyView monitor, who's also the sponsor
Jesus
to
Christ,
this
bro.
I was looking for a monitor that's big enough for
W
when
sponsor.
I'm doing research, and also something we can use to
this?
review videos as a team. This 30. If you want to learn more about
I
LG
fixed it.
MyView, check out the link in the description.
I wasn't even like
The production of Akira used
forget about it.
327 distinct colors, which is far more than the typical 100 to 150 used for that time.
Jesus.
And 50 of these colors were created specifically for the film. Since everything was hand-drawn back then, the decision to use such a wide palette of colors was a huge investment in time and resources. And in Akira, these colors are used strategically to symbolize different themes and emotions. For example, red is used to create a heightened sense of urgency and intensity.
Right.
And also danger and violence. Green seems to represent elements or scenes that are unnatural or artificial, or the kind of scenes with mysterious elements of technology or supernatural powers.
Right.
In this case, it's combined with
a cool ass anime.
Red, and it feels somehow sinister. One of the critiques of modernism is that it feels sterile and lifeless, but here, the city feels alive and dynamic.
Hell yeah,
especially with elements
Look at that.
like this, with this maze of cables and wires that mimic blood vessels
insane.
and nerves. It almost blurs this line between organic and mechanical. And the city reminds you of a kind of organism.
Akira! I'm sorry, I'm thinking about that meme. Akira! Leave me alone. I don't know why that's so funny.
Kenzo Tange's work might have influenced the architecture of New Tokyo, but the massive scale of the city was inspired by Metropolis, which is one of the most iconic films from the 1920s by the Austrian filmmaker Fritz Lang. Lang was born in 1890 in Vienna, and he was initially interested in studying architecture, but when he moved to Berlin after World War I, which was a hotspot for artistic experimentation, he fell in love with film.
Okay.
Then in 1924, Fritz Lang visited
we visit? New York. Okay.
New York exploded in the 1920s thanks to innovations in steel and reinforced concrete, which allowed them to build much taller. This led to a population boom, and because Manhattan is an island, it grew even taller.
Oh, that's crazy.
He saw the skyscrapers and the factories and the energy, and he tried to capture all of this, but at a mega scale. Using set design and special effects that were insane for that time, he created the image of a mega city, which actually inspired movies like Blade Runner and Star Wars. And of course, Akira and Neo Tokyo, with massive towers and sky bridges connecting different towers, and this constant backdrop of searchlights, which symbolize surveillance and control. But when you
like this anime is beautiful, bro. Everything about it, the colors, the buildings, everything about it is just so clean.
Look at this detail right here.
Like
it actually tells the story of two very different cities. So Metropolis is a mega city with a very clear vertical separation, with the upper class at the top and the working class at the bottom operating this machine.
So like arcade type stuff. Okay, I see it.
That keeps everyone afloat. So even though it's very tall, it's not really a multi-layered city. In Neo Tokyo, the skyways and rooftops are public spaces, meaning there's some sort of public path that bring people to the top.
But in reality, this is not that common. Because skyways and buildings leading to the rooftops are privately owned, sometimes the access can be restricted to certain groups of people, especially the people like the Bosozoku.
This is a really nice film.
We actually spent a month in Tokyo while making this video.
A month?
So I did get to see a lot of different rooftop parks. This one was my favorite, Miyashita Park. It sits on top of a shopping mall, and it's very porous. And by that,
I'm trying to go there.
There's lots of different access points.
Bro, Japan's so cool. Holy shit.
There's outdoor and indoor components, and the main public stairwell, it actually slices through the mall, and it stays open even after the mall's closed.
Right.
And I've never seen anything like this here in Vancouver, so I thought this was a really successful example. But apparently, it's pretty controversial with the locals, because this plot of land used to be a real public park before they built this shopping
mall. I can see how that's controversial.
For me, this complex layering and this push and pull of different entities, all within this intense density, and somehow everything works, you can kind of get lost.
I ain't gonna lie, why didn't they just put a park on top of there? I think about it, that would have been crazy. They put a park on top of there. I don't care if it's a shopping mall. Imagine they did that though. Come on now, think about it. Come on, Japan, think about it.
You get pulled into a million different directions, and there's layers to the city that you will never fully understand. And for me, this is what makes a city so interesting.
True. A city is interesting.
A city is a thing that you cannot confine.
I want to go to Japan now. Give me the Japan flight right now. Japan. No. I'm gonna say, take me to Japan now. Take me. Don't expose anything. Oh God, I probably should. Fuck yeah, I said the cookies. How do I get there? Tell me. How do I get there? I need to get there, bro. I need to get there one day.
Its limits. Each one of these people we talked about today were transformed by cities.
Yeah.
Cities shocked them and inspired them and fueled their imaginations, and they ended up creating their own twisted and fantastical versions of these cities.
Which is really cool.
And I think it's because some cities have a soul.
Mm-hmm.
Formed
it's the people.
By this serendipitous mix
exactly.
of millions of people.
It's the people.
Who bring their own dreams and ambitions and fears. And when they collide, some way, somehow, it can create something extraordinary.
Right. No, that's good. I know that was good.
there's a lot of research that we did that didn't make it into this video. So if you guys are interested, as always, we'll have that in our research booklet. We also consulted these books, which are both really great.
Nice
we
books.
also generated tons of custom graphics for this video, and we decided to put them into t-shirts.
How do I get the t-shirts now?
If you guys are interested,
I want the t-shirt.
Is in the description. So what do you guys think?
How long ago was it made? 6 months ago? God damn, I doubt this shit is still here. Well, actually, it probably is. No, actually, it is. $35. There. I wear medium. That's a cool shirt. Can I see the back? Oh, that's the back. That's pretty cool, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I would. Damn, bro. If I didn't. Damn. Calm down. If I didn't just buy clothes, I probably would have bought this. I ain't gonna lie. That shit hard. Let me see this. Is this the same thing I just clicked on? Holy shit. No, yeah, I think it was. Like, I would buy this one, bro. That is cool. Are you serious? But yeah, great video.
Have you ever felt like a city had a soul? Let me know in the comments.
Yeah. True. But yeah, great video. W video. I'm kind of still, oh god, well, sorry guys. I'm kind of still sad that I mistakenly decided to fucking not put on my PC audio for the last video I recorded. I just hit my hand on my desk. Ow, bro. This is such a bad night. But I'm so sad that I didn't get to upload that video. So sad, because it's such a really good video. You know what? Just because it's such a good video, I'm gonna put the original video to this, to to this in the description. And I'm gonna put the original video to what I watched before it's in the description. Obviously, I'm gonna title them which one is which, so you should be fine. But yeah, I'm gonna try to react maybe every night. I'll try to see. I'm gonna do it as much times as I can. I'm probably gonna do it every single time I get home from work. So hopefully I can do it. If I can't do it, I just suck. I ain't gonna lie. I don't deserve to be a YouTuber. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed that video. I'm gonna post a gaming video soon, so watch out for that. So yeah, without further ado, I'll see y'all later, bro. Bye.